Today is Industry Day for University View Academy students. University View Academy is an online statewide charter. We host about 3,000 students statewide in all parishes throughout the state. And Industry Day is an exciting event in which we're bringing opportunity to our students and families. They are able to tour plants around the state and really learn from the people who make up the jobs within the plant so they can help figure out what they want to do when they graduate from high school. We put students in a course prior to the event, and it allows for them to take career interest surveys where they can figure out specifically what they may be interested in. We connected with Greater Baton Rouge Industry Alliance. Ms. Connie FABRE is the executive director, and she and her team graciously helped us connect with partners around the state, and so we are with Shell in Convent, we are with Calumet in Shreveport, Dow in Greensburg, BASF here in just south of Baton Rouge in Geismar, and then Oxbow in North Baton Rouge. So students are in grades 8 through 12. There's a minimum age of 13, and really they selected the site. So we sent out an RSVP, and most chose sites that were closest geographically to them. But we do have a family coming here today at BASF that is traveling all the way from Alexandria.
The name of our organization is the Greater Baton Rouge Industry Alliance, and this partnership is very important to what we do because part of our mission is to do outreach around careers and help prepare folks for the workforce. We have a large emphasis on workforce development.
We have 24 production units, and so when you think of a production unit, typically when a company or a plant says, I work at a plant, a production unit is a plant. So think of it as 24 different plants at one site.
BASF is the largest chemical company in the world, and in Louisiana we employ about 1,500 people. Most of those are in the Geismar area, but we have a total of 4 sites in the state. BASF is participating in Industry Day because we believe in training students or helping them understand what career options are out there, especially for us in industry. And so today is really all about showing them that the pathway to the jobs at BASF can start here at RPCC, which is where we're starting the tour. You can go through the programs at RPCC and then end up at a place like BASF. And it's not just for technical careers, but we're also showing the students what the other options are for business, for really any kind of career they want. They can do that at BASF. We have a lot of different options for careers. What we're really focusing on today are the technical careers. So we'll talk a lot about engineering, we'll talk a lot about our process operators, and then also some of the other trades that are employed at our site.
There are a bunch of different jobs, a lot of different roles at BASF and all of these different plants. There's a lot of people that we need to run the sites, so a lot of different levels of qualifications, of course. There are some your craft level roles where you really, all roles now you need a GED or high school diploma equivalent. But now at a craft level, you really only need a certification, and that can be a few weeks, that can be a few months, depending on the level of certification that you would need. That's like a scaffold builder, more of your construction jobs of that nature. And then you get into the technical roles, like we have here at RPCC, operators, instrument techs, those folks a 2-year associate's degree in roles of that nature. And then, of course, you start getting into your engineering, your business fields, where those folks are really going to need college degrees for, starting to look at leadership and then our service functions, logistics, supply chain, HR, all those type of roles are more of your 4-year university track people.
Well, I learned that BASF makes a lot more products than I thought that they did originally, and that they participate in a lot more different fields and just types of industry than I thought.
I learned how, SPF 50 is made here and other chemicals, and how it impacts America and other places around the world.
Anything surprise you on today's tour?
What really surprised me was the plastic that they use from Coke bottles to make chairs.
Today I learned that the chemical plants don't just do chemicals, they help out with making and recycling items like foam and everything. It was cool when they showed us that they did the Coca-Cola with the chairs.
I learned about the manufacturer down the street and how they created materials for the different products we use.
Anything surprise you?
How many pipes they had down over there. It's pretty interesting.
I came here to see how BASF did their work, and I thought it would be really fun to learn how they did all their work.
I learned that BASF makes a lot more products than one would think they would, and that production facilities are actually kind of small from what one would expect.
What surprised you on the tour?
The deer and the wildlife, how much like actual wildlife they have around the facility and stuff like that.
What are your plans for college and a career?
I want to be an engineer and work at a site like that one day.
I'm going to go to college, but I'm probably thinking of getting a major in a STEM field and hopefully a career in one too.
When I graduate from college, I want to be an electrical engineer.
I plan to go to college for something. I'm not exactly sure yet. I haven't gotten that far, but probably like astronomy or some sort of science.
My plans for college is I hope I become a chef, or I do some at the plant over here. That'd be cool.
When I grow up, I want to be an animator for Disney because I think it would be really fun and I really like drawing.
All kinds of jobs are available. Most often people think of engineers, chemical engineers, mechanical engineers, process technicians. However, there's also marketing, clerical, going into management, skilled crafts, such as welding and pipe fitting, and many, many more jobs. So in IT, computers, marketing, public affairs, there are many, many careers that are needed in order to help these large concerns do what they need to do.
We have a few internship programs at BASF Geismar. So first for engineers, we have a summer internship program where if you're a college, we actually do take freshmen as well as juniors and sophomores. You can come spend the summer with us at BASF. In an engineering role, you'll be reporting to an engineer at the site. So it's about a 2-month internship program there. And then we also, once you graduate, there's actually a full-time rotational program. You can be sent anywhere for 3 rotations, anywhere in North America of any BASF site, so that you actually graduate. So it's kind of, it's still an internship program, but it's a full-time one. And then we just rolling out our operator internship program, so we're looking for candidates in their last 2 semesters of a P-Tech program. So if they qualify there, they can come on the site. We'll have them for 12 rotating shifts. They'll follow an operator the entire time and see what it's like to actually work in the plant versus a glass lab like we have behind us. And then also for instrument techs as well. We have a summer program for them. Instrument technicians, again, in their last 2 semesters, they'll come follow an instrument technician, see what they do, and see what the real plant is like.
I think it's great that University of View Academy is hosting Industry Day for their students. You know, a lot of students say they think they want to do something with their career, but they don't always know what that really means. And so with University of View bringing students to potential employers, straight to the source, the students are really able to make better decisions about their future.
The benefit of them being in an online environment allows them to take many different types of classes and do it kind of at their own pace. So for students who work a little bit ahead, they have that opportunity. For students who need more time, they also have that opportunity. It allows for them to really take control of their own education and be responsible for their learning.
What type of response have you had from the students to online learning?
They love it. It's always very positive. They enjoy being able to work at their own pace. They like to be able to call and have really cool conversations that they couldn't have in a regular classroom. And they're able to really dig into the material because they're responsible for a lot of their learning.
It's been great. I mean, seriously. It's very easy and laid back of an environment, and it's really great and fun to do.
I was really excited to start it, but I was also really nervous because it's my first online school, but I really like it. It's really fun.
I feel it's more like a real school than an online school. There's a lot of time put in, for sure, and I like it.
It's pretty positive. I like that I have a lot of freedom in my schedule and that I never have to waste time sitting in a classroom doing nothing, just waiting for the period to be over. When I'm done with my work, I'm done.
It's really been helping me. I like the flexibility with the school, so I could bring my work with me. It's a lot easier and a lot more helpful.
My experience in University of View Academy has been very wonderful. For a year and a half I've been doing it.
It's really grown in the past couple years. We're up to about 3,000 students these days, about half of them in the high school area. And we're just expanding all over the state students are coming in droves, really excited about the online opportunities.
We have been open for about 7 years now. We're going into our 8th year, and we offer our education fully through an online platform. Our teachers are on site 3 days out of 5 days of the week in office in Baton Rouge. They work with students mostly, and I know they'll be a little angry with me saying this, but they do work really around the clock, especially if a student needs assistance after your typical brick and mortar hours.
I went to a brick and mortar school, but what I like about the online schooling opportunities is that you can really take different kinds of classes, and you're allowed to kind of move a little quicker. Like, had I been a student in an online class, I think I would have been able to maybe graduate earlier. I'd have maybe graduated with an associate's degree, and I'd had some opportunities that you don't always get in a brick and mortar school.
So I chose the online schools because I felt that it offered more flexibility, and we had the opportunity to reach more students and families as opposed to being in a local brick and mortar.
I just think it's very innovative and forward-thinking. It's just a reflection of the school itself. The school is very forward-thinking, very modern with their online schooling. It's the next century of schooling. So we're just very excited about being partners with them.
I think today has been a great opportunity. Our students were exposed to a whole lot today. They've learned a lot, and we're just very thankful for our partners that we have statewide.
If people have questions like more information, what should they do?
They should visit our website at universityview.academy or send us an email to workforce@uview.academy.